Hello, and this is my project on engineering. The region I chose was mechanical engineering. Aerospace. Aerospace engineering. This region of engineering is mechanical. It has to do with the building and designing of aircraft and spacecraft. Some pictures, like the space shuttle and jet engines. Mechanical engineers. Engineers in the mechanical field design power-producing machines like electric generators. They do this by using mathematical principles and physics. Aircraft. Aeronautical engineer. There are two types of engineers in the aerospace field. Aeronautical is one of the types. Aeronautical focuses on the theory, practice, and technology on flight within the Earth's atmosphere. The other type has to deal with spacecraft, and it is an astronautical engineer. An astronautical engineer focuses on the science and technology of space vehicles and other types of technology. Design. Aerospace engineers use the design process to test and see that the design of the product meets the engineering principles. The design process. There are three main stages in the aerospace industry. The first stage being conceptual design. The very beginning of the design process where rough sketches are created to try and meet all the requirements of the aircraft or spacecraft. Number 2, preliminary design. During this stage, the engineers test their work so far and see if it meets the calculations. It needs to meet them so they can begin to design the actual aircraft or spacecraft. The third step, detailed design. During this phase, the engineers must fabricate the aircraft. They have to make sure the design, location, and quantity like section, spars, and more. Becoming the engineer. How do I become an aerospace engineer? To become an aerospace engineer, you will need a degree in either engineering or aerospace engineering to become an aerospace engineer. You usually be expected to have an A in math as well. Things you need. What do you need? To get to relevant in a degree course, you usually need 3 A levels, including math and physics. You also require 5 GCSEs, with math, English, and science. You also need to check with different universities for entry details. 3 vocational qualifications in engineering may be accepted. Some facts you need to know. Mechanical skills. Not only do you have to be super smart, you also have to have a certain level of mechanical skills with you. You have to design things that can operate efficiently, safely, and effectively. This can be tricky when you have a certain deadline or requirement you have to meet. How long does it take? It depends on the project. Most engineers work 40 hours a week. They are designing, manufacturing, and building. If there is a deadline, it can cause more stress and pressure on them to get it done on a certain time. Salary. How much do they make? If you are interested, aerospace engineers usually make $72,000 to $108,000 based on seniority. An average level is $79,000 per year, which is a lot of money. If you want to get paid really well, go to Maryland. People in Maryland get paid extremely high. Aerospace engineers get paid the highest amount there, with $115,000 to $320,000. Thank you for listening to my project on engineering.